Peace, what up, y'all? I wanted to talk about my opinion on this whole Will Smith and his family situation. I think this is what I think. Will Smith joined Instagram, I think, in 2017, and like not too long after Prince had started his. I know Prince died in 2016, but I know Will started his a short while afterwards. And since Will joined Instagram, he started talking about this journey that he's been on, and it's been like to me, Will Smith is like the most unbothered dude on social media, despite the fact that his family is like it's crazy. He seems like the most normal person there. So Will has been talking about his journey of what he's gotten to now, which I think his journey was about self love and becoming this unbothered dude, similar to Omarion, you know. And Will has been basically talking about his journey on social media in little bits and pieces of either video clips or on his lives. Well, he doesn't. I don't think he really goes live, but he might do like a really short live or whatever, a short video clip, and just post it on his Instagram and his stories. So I know people are like, Will's a simp because he hasn't divorced Jada, but I think that when the story came out about August Alsina and Jada having an entanglement, Will knew about the entanglement because he and Jada had basically they had a separation, a silent separation, if you will. And I know some people don't believe in that type of stuff, whatever the case is, but they don't have a normal relationship, so or a normal marriage. So your opinion about how they should have did things doesn't really matter because it's not your relationship and it's not your normal relationship. First off, I'm not gonna really never have anything bad to say about Will Smith. He's the Fresh Prince. He's from Philly, like I'm from Philly, and he knows what it's like to be here. And he's a Fresh Prince. I think he's a cool, down to earth character. He's one of my favorite rappers, and I don't care what anybody says. The Fresh Prince has bars. You just gotta check. You just gotta listen to him. But his growth as a man is just kind of inspiration. It's inspirational to me. Would I be in a relationship with a chick like Jada and with all my personal information just spilling out? I don't think so. But that's the great thing about learning from him. That's the great thing about like observing his situation is that I think a lot of stuff that these news articles and these blogs are talking about right now, like when Jada says that she talks about their sex life or their entanglement. These are things that happen in a certain stages of their relationship, of their marriage, and Will is still going through his journey of self love because like he 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 put everything into trying to make her happy. And what I think is that Patricia O'Neill talked about this a while ago that you gotta like you can only not love a woman at a certain percentage. Otherwise, if you love her like wholeheartedly, like 100%, then there's nothing left for you. And with Will, I think he loved Jada 100% and didn't leave anything for himself. And the things that you're hearing about in the media is pretty much what went on in their marriage. And he's basically trying to he did get back to a he regained his self love. He tried to make her happy. He couldn't do it. It's probably why her career is not even as successful as his. Where you see Brad Pitt and Angelina, they were both equally successful when it came to their careers, even though they didn't work out. With Will and Jada, I don't think she was as successful as he was. He was in almost everything. He was like one of the top box office. Oh, my bad. I guess that was some type of radio from radio signal, whatever case. It's some type of I'm trying to figure out what do you call it? When cops have like or security guards have radios or whatever, and it goes off. That might have been what that was. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't think her career wasn't as successful as his. Like, yeah, she did The Matrix, she did Set It Off, and she did a couple other things, but I don't think she was like as impactful as he was. At one point, he was like one of the most before the Rock. Will Smith was like a box office draw. So almost every time he put out a movie, I think since Independence Day, it's always been like a top box office movie. And like I said, I think he's been going on this journey, or he went on this journey to regain his self love, or to learn how to love himself, and that's why we're seeing a lot of stuff that's coming out. And I can't help but admire the fact that he went on his journey. And people feel like they could have divorced, but maybe the being married to Jada affords him a lifestyle that um, maybe it brings him a lifestyle that we just might not understand. So I look at it from a different standpoint. They have like a open marriage. He's admitted that they had open marriages. They've seen other people, and I said this last year in the video about the entanglement that you could bet your ass he was out there doing his thing. It's just that his situation did not spill over the way Jada's situation did. He was a lot more people the hoes he was fucking with knew better than to come out and say anything. Or the guys, he could be bisexual. I don't know. It's not my place to say anything. But what I do know is that he seems like the coolest, most unbothered dad, husband of all time, in which he doesn't let these type of things get to him. And he's still developing as a person. And he's in his 50s now, so he's still developing. He's still growing. And I also think that the things that's going on in their marriage are things that most people are going through, especially in Hollywood, but they're just not saying anything. And we're getting a first hand experience of like what it's like for people to be married and to go through stuff. But that's my opinion about it. I don't think he's a simp. I think he went through a journey of self love for himself, and he's just now getting to that place. And I think he's still letting Jada do her thing. He's still letting her find her way to self love as well. Because at the end of the day, people were talking about why did he divorce her? If she was so unhappy in the marriage and so unhappy with him, why didn't she divorce him knowing that she could take half? And that's where I'm gonna leave it at. You guys take care.